Good morning. Today we're going to play a couple of decks. We're going to start off with Izzet Phoenix. The idea with this is that we've picked up a few new cards from the new sets. We picked up Dorat, we picked up Riel, we picked up Blitz of the Thunder Raptor, and we picked up Cathartic Reunion. So with these gives us Riel with Cathartic Reunion Thrill, and the Jumpstart and Radical idea gives us a lot of card advantage. Phoenix obviously a very powerful effect. Dorat gives us a little bit of an individual beater as well. So let's just dive on into some games. And then following up this, we're going to be playing Mono Blue Flash. This hand seems good. A couple of Dorats with Cathartic Reunion gives us the opportunity for a quick start. They don't have a companion, so... I should have mentioned that we get to just free roll Gigantha in this deck. There's literally no cost to putting this in our deck, so that's why it's here. In any of the practice games I have yet to cast it, but it's there as an option. Main deck, Mystical Dispute Madorat. Sure. Okay, this is the deck we're actually going to be playing next. This one, I believe. Or it looks like it, anyway. I would really appreciate my... Well, I guess if I have Riel in play, having the Cathartic Reunion countered is not as bad because I've still drawn 2 cards off it. Burb. I'd like to hit you with my burb. Sure. I think we're just going to jam Gigantha next turn. Literally no harm in this. This is just a free card, but it's a 5/5. Like, it can probably a must-answer thing for them. Yeah, sure. So yeah, we need them to burn through these so we can try and resolve this. Okay, that means they don't have the counter yet, so... I think I'm just supposed to do this now. Sweet. Temple. We'll take an Opt. Opt's great. That actually gets 2 Phoenixes back into play next turn. So definitely just attacking with Dorat. So now that we know what we can do next turn. Okay, there's another flash creature. Sure. I don't know why they're pausing at every single moment. Meow Mix, thank you for the follow. That's rude. Good thing we've got this blitz to get rid of that. Oh, throw that one on the bottom. Blitz this thing. Jump start this, ditch the Phoenix. Combat. Attack for 11. Sure, so they're dead. Okay, that leaves them not dead, so that leaves them dead. Right, so against mono blue, these disputes are obviously insane. Robbers are probably going to be fine, even if it's on defense, like having the reach is probably going to be relevant. Dorat's probably quite good here just because it's an actual threat. Maybe Dorat's better just because it can grow, probably pretty exponentially. Don't want all of these cathartics. It's obviously, in fact, maybe don't want any. It is a liability in this matchup. Could bring in the 2 Dragonfires and cut a couple of reels and just kind of be on the Phoenix Dorat plan. That seems fine. Yeah, let's go with that. Come on, opponent, you can figure out your sideboarding. This one's awkward. Gotta be a mult. This hand's much better. I think I'm ditching the radical idea. I'm just going to try and play like a fair game. Cage, sure. It's fine, like we can still play these birds out and just hit them with them. Surrender, jeez. Who hurt you, opponent? Electrons is a reasonable draw. It means that our other spells are going to be cheaper. Just going to counter this so we can actually get something on the board. And I really don't want this thing getting bigger. We're going to struggle to deal with it as it is. Seeing as every single creature in our 75 is red. Probably going to struggle with that one. Yikes. Like, this is just a brutal pair here. Not quite sure how we're going to work our way through this yet, but gonna do this purely because I just don't want the Brazen Borderer to come in at any point. It's like countering the creature rather than the spell part of that. Although, given how long this is taking, yeah, but don't dispute. Okay, let's move on to the next one. We are a long way behind in this one already, so at that point, I do want the Robbers, and I do want the Riels, and I do want the Ral if they're bringing in that much hate. Should we maybe just why is it making noises? Maybe I don't want the Scorching Dragonfires for that reason. Try and leave us a little bit more open. Actually, yeah, let's change things up a bit. Right, so Dorat's not going to be good. Because it's just going to run into those things. Like, that's not going to be beneficial. Blitz isn't as reliable as these other ones. We don't need to kill big things, or exile stuff, so don't need that. Still want access to shock. Cut a couple of Electromancers. Cut a Phoenix. Give this a go. I think with the robber I'm just supposed to jam this. Because I should be able to get this under counter magic and hopefully hit a couple of times and I get a couple of cards. Because if I get a blue creature from them, that makes my life a lot easier against their Cerulean Drakes. Have we ever mentioned before how fun protection is as a mechanic? I feel like we have. I wanted that one. If you wanted that one, I wanted that one. Alright, give me a card. Cage. That's a good one to hit. Let's not do that. If they cast something here that means that we can't use the robber, then that ends up being beneficial because we might get to resolve this early. Found a mystical dispute. That's a good one. And now that basically means they can't cast anything this turn. I'll dispute you. That seems like good value. They've still got 6 cards in hand. Sure. Oh, we're done with this, are we? Okay, good. Right, I'd like to draw some cards. Well, let's jam this robber back into play. Okay, here comes the Drake. Yeah, them playing the Brazen Borderer, so it's a card over here rather than a card in their hand, was kind of awkward. Don't mind if this doesn't resolve. Again, I kind of want to get down on cards again, so I can get this robber triggering. But I'm just not drawing any threats. So. I think for that I'm supposed to actually jam this Gigantha in a minute, but maybe I'm supposed to wait until I can hold up 2 disputes. Try and actually get the thing resolved. Yeah, that's fine. I should do this in their turn. This is entirely wrong. I think I'm supposed to dispute that. Again, I just don't want this ever being 2 power. Okay, they found a castle. Castle's real good. Right, I want to find some threats, please. Some threats, please. Ral is a good one. But I think I'm supposed to jam this first. As much as this can get essence captured, I think I'm still supposed to jam this. It's just a dispute, that's fine. So, again, didn't want the Ral to not resolve. Ral's the important one here. So let's try and Discovery as well. They're likely to play the Brazen Borderer this turn, but that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Don't need either of those. And we found a bird. That's a good sequence there. Yeah, this having got a cage and a dispute was pretty big. Definitely not blocking that. Land would be awesome, but we didn't get it, so I think I'm just supposed to jam it now anyway. That is inconvenient, but fine. Okay, I think I'm close to just wanting this trade now. Like they're down to just activating castle. Or they're going to draw cards of that instead. That's brutal. Woof. Well, I mean, this is definitely blocking here, so nice. Super secret word reach on this card is excellent. Alright, I'm ditching this Phoenix. Kind of awkward to do this end of that turn, but I do want to be able to Cathartic. Find a Shock. Shock's good. Try and dump some more birds in the graveyard. No, we'll keep the opt. That's what we're. There's only 2 Phoenixes. Where'd the other Phoenix go? There's only 1 Phoenix in. Oh, I cut a Phoenix, didn't I? Because we were afraid of the cage. I don't think I need to attack here. I think I can just trade this Phoenix off for the Borrower and just go again. What else do we still have? We still have all of our Riels. And we have another Robber. Ugh. This card's so brutal. Okay, about time. We must have been pretty likely to draw one there. Yeah, we were like, what, 15% to draw one there? That was spell 2, right? No, that was spell 1. So I need to radical idea. So I'll draw 2. And then I need to shock this. I have no birds in here, why am I trying to cast 3 spells? I have no birds in there, why am I trying to cast 3 spells? Oh dear. Oh. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We found a bird, so it's not an issue. And they're trying to get aggressive now, so I'm assuming this means they've got an octopus. Yeah. That seems real good. So 1/1/1. Sure. Okay, this turn might be our opening then. Like, obviously we can't deal with this, but we might just be able to get this border out of the way. Oh, serpent as well. Yikes. Yikes. Man, that thing's got reach too. Just gotta try and get aggressive here. Like, they have to block Riel or they die. And Brazen Borrower goes here, so they take 8. Riel is quite large. I guess the Stone Coil Serpent is probably a reason to leave in the other card, whatever it's called, the deal X damage or X number of instant and sorceries. Checking out their options. We've got 17 cards left. Okay, bottoms up. Yes. Whew. That was not easy to fight through. That game took a while. How are we doing on this? We're approaching there. Right. Let's fight again. Yeah, this hand seems good. Against Loris as well, we've got 2 pieces of early interaction, as much as we've only got 1 land. Oh, see, never in doubt. I think I'm just supposed to shock this and leave myself the option of opting or shocking, depending on what they do. I'm not too worried about the Scatterbones. Okay, they're white-black. Themed artisan, sure, and an oven. Okay. That'd be greedy to put that on the bottom right. Try and scrounge some birds. Sure. This is kinda reserved to kill the Lotus, I think. I feel like I want to kill this Fiend Artisan. Just gonna take it. The oven's such a brutal card for them to have here. Untapped pain-free land there is nice. We get to play a 3/3 out, and then when they if they do something with the oven at end step here, then I get to kill the Fiend Artisan. If they don't do anything with it, that's also fine. Then get to make some blocks and then kill stuff. Sure. Just finding another Cruel Celebrant. That would kind of make sense. Sure. Okay, so this Thrill draws 3 cards. We found a Cathartic, it's just going to cost us 1 mana. Am I supposed to Discovery first, actually? I think I'm supposed to Discovery first. So I can find Phoenixes, then that gives us the best chance of... Oh, those aren't Phoenixes. Okay, we found a Phoenix. Have I played a land yet this turn? I haven't played the land yet this turn. Okay, so me being able to shock this Cruel Celebrant. Just drain us with this. Yep. combat, dump a Phoenix into play. We're definitely not attacking because this overlap is going to get us, so hoping that we can just kind of stay alive for long enough for them to tap this oven. Or if they just jam Loris, that works too. Can just kill the Loris. This might just go and get something bigger. Yep. And then they're just going to cast a Cruel Celebrant, making this thing smaller. I mean, yeah, bring it. I'll block. I'm game for blocking. I don't think that was right, actually. I think I should have done the Thrill because I draw an extra card off it. So I'm definitely ditching the Shock Lands. Shock's a great one too. So if we try and blitz this, should prompt the oven, because they don't want it exiled. Then we can go to combat. Oh, was that not enough? Oh no, I didn't put the Phoenix into the bin. Whoops. Man, this deck is so complicated. It's really not. I just missed it. Right, so we need to kill this Lampad next. Otherwise, we're gonna die. Whisper Squad. Whisper Squad is lethal next turn, so we need to kill them. Got another Fiend Artisan, sure. This now gives them enough creatures to be able to sack away to the Lampad, so yeah, we need to find something. So we draw 3 cards here, hopefully find another Cathartic. Shock's a good draw. I think I'm supposed to cast this. I'm going to scry. I think it's important we try and find more of our removal. Oh yes, that's good as well. So, no, that's literally irrelevant. Okay, never mind. Because I'm discarding a card to do this anyway, so I'm not getting to draw the extra cards. But it is 1 mana, draw 3 anyway, so it's Ancestral Recall. It's fine. Give me something that can kill this Lampad. There we go. Means we're not entirely dead on board. Please go away. Then 3. Yup. So I get to attack with probably just Riel here. Fuck it, 17 you. Excuse my French. How many cards we got left? We got 14. What's left in our deck? We still have 2 Arclight Phoenixes and a Sprite Dragon. So we've actually got 2 really good draws left in our deck. Or 3 really good draws left in our deck. Because I don't think they can do it. So this has to do this to go and get either Cruel Celebrant or the Lampad, right? At that point, they don't have enough mana to be able to kill us, I don't think. They found a cat. Cat puts us to 1. Cat was a brutal draw. Alright, let's see if we can't dig up. We need the last... Oh no, we don't have anything else. Okay, never mind, it doesn't matter. Let's just do this anyway. Because drawing cards, you know. Hey, we found the thing. We're dead, it doesn't matter. If they sack it to the oven, that would be good. They looked at the oven, they didn't do it. That's a real shame. Okay, we got close there after being significantly far behind. Definitely want the Dragonfires and Flame Sweeps, though that doesn't seem good. I just kind of want to cut a couple of things from everywhere. Don't want too many Electromancers. It's not. I want 1, but I don't want more than 1. Really need to find impactful spells in this matchup. Right, on to play. We have a Flame Sweep, so what's the worst that can happen? Flame Sweep and a Shock. Duress me. Rude. Sure, if that's all you've got, let's get that thing off the table. And we'll jam a Phoenix next turn, then Giganta the turn after. Okay, you got tap land, that's fine. You just got heaven. Okay, this might be the chance for us in this matchup. Like with them having ripped our hand to shreds, like we'll keep a couple of lands. We'll keep a land so we can ditch to our discard effects, but we'll just jam Arclight Phoenix and Giganta. Beats. Sweet. Okay, I think we just run it back. We've got all of our interaction in. Maybe on the draw we are supposed to cut a land and go up a discovery. Try that. This might be too slow, but we'll... Okay, they've got a scry land, that's great for us. And the Flame Sweep gets to hide from the duress. Yep. Yep. Let's try and ditch some stuff into the yard. I don't want those lands. Cool, found a Cathartic. Cathartic's nice here. Sure. And we got an oven. Sure. I'm just supposed to jam Riel. Means our Cathartic next turn is gonna be the nuts. Also means we can set up a Flame Sweep. They're not necessarily gonna play around it. The more creatures they play out here, the better. So. This is going to be the last game with this deck, and then we'll do a quick 45 minutes of mono blue deck that we planned on playing. Let's see what they get. They just got a can. Sure. Draw 5. And we got garbage. Does mean that we've got plenty to be able to do next turn, and we found both of our Electromancers, so. Ditch an excess Riel, draw 3. Okay, Shock's a good draw. Extra blitzes are good too, so let's shock the Celebrant. Oh, they're going for the thing. They just want to deal me damage. This is great. Go on, bring the cat back too. Yeah, just like that. No, I still need to wait because they're going to sack this again. And then I get to exile the Fiend Artisan. Take a little bit of damage here to get rid of the Fiend Artisan. I think is definitely worth it. Go away. Stay away. And now they're just on a cat. And we're on 10, which isn't too bad. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to jam everything. Because if they bring back the cat now, we get to exile it. Oh, this is brutal. Get out of my house. Get out of my house. It's my house. Call Death Dweller is fine. That's about all they've got going on here. And we'll just get to fire on the Flame Sweep and wrap their boards. So. Got another Fiend Artisan. That one's brutal. If they sack both of these, the Flame Sweep doesn't kill the Artisan. Oh, we found a Cathartic. Oh, beautiful. Okay, I think we have lethal now, right? So let's Cathartic ditch these two. Draw 5. And we found a Burb. Dragonfire your Artisan. I guess I kinda just want to do this now while I've still got, because the Electromancer's about to die, so I need to do this and get this stuff in graveyard now if I want it to be cheap. Play the land, play the Flame Sweep. So they're left with a 1/1 token, but we then get to kill this. Puts it to 14, 3, and 3 from the other Phoenix is 20. Sweet games. Sweet. This deck's awesome. We actually didn't lose a game with it. I accidentally started recording with using the wrong scene, so you didn't see that one. But I went 3-0 with this deck in games. A couple of really grindy games as well, but that was good. Okay, so let's do a quick wrap on this deck. We'll move on to the Flash deck. So this deck is awesome. Like there's the combo of Riel and Thrill, Cathartic Reunion, Radical Idea was just superb. Blitz was very good in those matchups where actually exiling creatures was relevant, like being able to take away their Fiend Artisans and their cats was super relevant. Goblin Necromancer and Phoenix with all of these cantrips, obviously very good. Cathartic Reunion, a massive boost to this. Gigantha was relevant, just being able to make our opponent have to counter it, because it's just a 5/5, like a 5/5 for like not like taking up a slot in our sideboard is just perfect. Not having an answer to Grafdigger's Cage is probably an issue, and there should probably some shredded sails to be able to deal with that or something to that effect. And we also have no way of dealing with Cerulean Drake. So Cerulean Drake and Cage are two cards that we actually need to consider, because those we just can't deal with them. Like we managed to just get over the line against those decks, but realistically we have no answers to them. So if you want to play this deck, I would definitely suggest trying to think of ways that you can do that. Yeah, I think Shredded Sails is definitely an option, because you can bring it in to deal with just the whole mono blue deck as well. Being able to deal with flyers is probably probably pretty reasonable, and also it cycles if they don't have the cage, so I think that's probably a reasonable one to add. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that deals with Cerulean Drake in these colours other than like Brazen Borderer, but that's not really answering it, so yeah, something to think about. But this deck's awesome, definitely recommend giving it a go.